Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is Maybe, and I did want to make a very quick video before I make a final 2025 video. Um, First of all, how have you been? Hope you guys are doing amazing. I personally woke up a while ago, but suddenly I'm just so excited for 2026 now. I just locked in throughout the entire throughout the entire month I've been. I think today I woke up and I'm grateful that that energy has been there. I'm going to my cousin's house later on today, so looking forward to celebrating New Year's with them. Um, what did I want to say? Yes, the topic for today is end of year videos and like just a 2025 wrapped and how a lot of companies, corporations, and even individuals feed into the whole reflection process. I personally have been someone who wondered why people did it. But then you now think of yourself when you have a very remarkable year, something that is even beyond your understanding, you'd want people to know regardless. It's like sharing good news to people. So in a way, the year becomes your good news. So before, like my past few years in college, I was like, why are people posting their years? Because I hadn't lived, you know. I was always in my room, always doing this thing, always that. And even if I'm not in my room, I'm in families. I'm in like a family house, and there was really no build up. There was no progression. It was stagnation until my eyes really opened. No, actually, is yeah, my eyes opened upon a traumatic event. 2023. 2023 is just traumatic. And I think it's important for me to understand on how to break that down. The year 2023 in itself was okay, but that was the year where I didn't do anything. And the reflection of me not doing anything reflected in my life. So I was in a space where I didn't like, I was with people I didn't like, and it was just messy. 2024 reverted. I was like, okay, never again. I stayed with family. And this is all during like summer period, right? Because I'm this Canada here, or rather in the school, we have end of April we're done with school. So May, June, July, August. We have 4 months of holiday before we start school again in September. So those 4 months, like, what are you doing? You know? So I stayed with my family members last year, 2024. 2025, I was like, amazing, but like I'm in my third year, like junior year. I'm going to be a senior soon, senior now. Let's do something during the summer that's going to progress. The biggest event in my life was going, studying abroad in two countries back to back within the 4 months. So June to July, Greece, then July to August. Oh no, right? Am I tripping? Or was it May to June? Yeah, it was May to June. Mm. It was May to June, Greece. Then ending of June. Yes. Ending of June and beginning of August, Korea. I was like surreal. Everything was amazing. And traveling is one thing, but traveling with a purpose is another. It's such a surreal experience. And surreal is the only word I could possibly use because of how the process was. In my head, I was just like, I want to do this. And then it was like, okay, great. How are you going to get that? And I fought tooth and nail to make it a reality. Then upon coming back, now this is where the story is like here. Then it now goes like this. September to October, actually, it wasn't real. I think September I tried my best to be outside and be happy. But I think due to circumstances of logistics and things I'd go into detail in another video, it didn't work out. October. October, is the only thing I can actually say. Then November, mm. But at least with November, it came in different stages. Then this December as well, different stages of things that have happened. All to say, the remarkable thing of the Wrapped, which is inherently what I'm doing, I'm literally scrolling through everything right now to see what to post. And it's just like, how much of yourself do you want people to know about you? I think with my YouTube channel itself, people don't stick around to watch all of this because, again, attention spans fried beyond repair. There are no moving images or cuts in between my videos. I'm just here talking. So I don't really expect a lot of my Instagram followers to become subscribers, nor is my content even gripping enough to take control, you know? Like, it doesn't stick out, and that's fine. I think this is just, it just serves as like a personal diary of mine. Regardless, going back to the rap thing, how much of yourself do you want people to know about you? My account was private because my job was like a residence assistant and RA. So we didn't want, or rather, the staff emphasized that we didn't want the connection of other students living here to be personally connected with you and your own like presence online. So it had been private. Then it now became public afterwards. Then it was not that kind of thing of like, okay, seeing followers, and even on TikTok when you see at the corner where you can see the people who have seen your profile, it just became like, why are you perceiving me? But then in my head I was like, but there's really nothing wrong with my content. There's nothing cringy about the content, and even if it's cringe, it's up to the person. People resonate with things differently. And I want to say people are going to hate you regardless. So might as well put yourself out there. I don't remember how many followers I started off with. I think at the beginning of this year I was at like 700 or so. I think. I think oh, 6 or 700. And then let me actually mute this because I don't know why it's so loud. I don't know if you've heard it. I think you heard it. But um 600 to, I think it was 700. I think it was 700. 700 followers to 1000 followers. How did 300 people see my profile and hit yes, accept? How do I know 1000 people? Because again, with Instagram, you know who's following you in a way. Because I didn't get as much engagement outside of the things I already post. So imagine meeting 300 people in 1 year. Doable, but unlikely because of the past years I've had being trapped inside. Anyway, part of that also includes like part of like sharing is also, we have digital footprint, of course. We also have something that's, what's this? Okay. Okay. We have a digital footprint that's like, okay, whatever you post on the internet is going to be there forever. If someone can just take a screenshot, whatever, it's there. Your username, your face, your likeness, everything is there. So you have to be wise of what you've been posting. There are lots of things I personally don't post. That things are like given that I don't post. But then when I now started posting more often, I was like, how much can I show? Post my friends, post where my locations after, you don't want to post your location when you're there. Posting afterwards, how many pictures of myself should even be on the internet in the first place? All that fun stuff. Dealing with all of that, I also came into a conclusion of like, I allowed myself to do the most. And that's what made it remarkable. My vision board has been fulfilled, and in the next video, we'll Nah, I can't lie to you. I was going to say I was going to, but like that also proves the kind of thing of like your goals set and the things that you've achieved, and talking about that in a sense of, oh, I'm proud of my. You should be proud of your achievements, but also not like arrogance of like, it's only me that can do something like this. And no, you know. Anyway, regardless, I wanted to pull this video to ask you how you feel about like raps and how it feels about like reflecting on a past year and the things that you want to change or the things that you want to do better, all the things you're proud of, the things you weren't proud of. And before we start looking at the new year, we always have to look back on ourselves first and look inwards in ourselves to see how much we have improved in the past. I love this year because this is the year I can say I've truly lived. I've gone outside. We outside, that's me. I can say 2025 is the first year of my life. I can say proudly that this is the year that I actually did something that I'm proud of, something huge, something that came from me, something that came from God. No one else knew what was going on except me. And I wasn't quick to tell people because not only I said this before in a previous one about like sharing the news, but I think with good news in general, things that are still in motion, I don't tell people, not even because of evil eye and all that. Heck, whatever is for you will be for you, no matter what people think. But um I will be like, if I tell people this is going to happen and it doesn't happen, I look like a fool. So it's not like they wouldn't explicitly ask, but in my head, I'm always like, so what happened to the thing that you said you were going to do? You now have to stop doing excuses. No, I want to say, okay, guys, this is what is there. Concrete, it's there. And I'm also proud of myself for holding such a secret, you know? In general, I'm so grateful for my family for believing in me. I'm so grateful for my friends for trusting in me. I'm so appreciative to the new friends I've made from these experiences, and also I just look forward to the future. Let me tell you a secret. As soon as I came back, I wasn't the same. I was like as soon as I came back, I was like, is this what life really is? And now with that experience and with me feeling that way afterwards, he has now given me motivation of how I want 2026 to look like throughout. Because now, instead of having a fallback of, okay, we have school coming back in, whatever I plan after April of this year, the like the sky isn't even the limit. You know that saying of like, okay, the sky is the limit. A lot of parents will be like, the sky is the starting point at this point. Because now I have April to forever to now plan. And when we start thinking about post grad plans, and that's the whole thing, a lot of people feel stressed and overwhelmed. Oh, I don't feel ready. Oh, I felt that at some point. Let me not lie. I felt that at some point. But now it's like when you've already achieved something huge, what's stopping you from achieving something bigger? You know? And I don't really think of it of I feel like the momentum was there, but like now I have to work even harder. And like I said, today is the day I finally locked in, finally woke up, truly. And I can tell you this is like from September, actually no, from October 20 something. October 20 something. So from October 20 something till now, playing, playing. But now, December 30th, I've woken up. All to say, I'm going to post my Wrapped and hope you engage with it. But as we enter 2026, I'm just so excited. And I don't want people to glorify a potential and not work on it. You are so privileged enough to have the resources in front of you. And before the age of 30 years old, you can do whatever you want. Let me actually say that better. Youth categorically ends like 30 to 35. So before that, technically, in a lot of legal corporations and lots of things, this is the time for you to experiment. When you're closer to 30, 35, and even people in 30, 35 still don't even know what they want to do or still want to change what they want to do, you have the privilege now to adapt, experiment, travel, do something differently. I didn't want to stay sad, I didn't want to stay stagnant. So, and if anything, I also achieved things out of spite as well. I think I think that was we'll get into that. But let the motivation for something be strong enough, okay? But make sure your discipline towards it is stronger. Because everybody's motivated to go to the gym. Everyone is, by like February, everyone is done, empty. Nah. Um, yeah, I think that's all I have to say for now. I just wanted to put something out there. But I hope you all have an amazing end of year. Happy holidays. And I wish you the best. See you most likely tomorrow. Bye.